I almost opened the seal while I was in the car, but then I stopped myself. I'm like, no, no, hold on, wait. Hi everyone, how are you doing today? I am so excited. This got just delivered this evening. It's about 7:20 here. My kids are outside on TV, and usually I avoid recording any videos when they're home, but today we are going to do it. So you will hear some of them, cries and giggles and loud noises in the background, but I really need to get into this box because really none of the other releases in between the release of Subculture to now have been this exciting. When I first saw this palette, I was like, I have to get it. I ordered it and it literally came within a week. So let's go. So, I haven't looked inside, so I don't really know. So when you open up, this is not a PR package. I bought it myself. So this might be different from what you have seen. So it just says Lunar Beauty in this beautiful pink color. It's an unusual shaped box. And you have the influencer picture inside along with Manny Mua. Then inside you get this bubble wrap beauty. So let's take it out. I am a typical Indian. I cannot toss boxes. I need to keep them down nicely, and then I will keep it nicely for a long time until I don't know what else to do with it. Then my husband will throw it, but I will not. This beauty is nicely bubble wrapped. I really don't want any broken shadows. I hope this is all intact. And then you have a nice gift wrapping, you can say, with a nice sticker. Custom packaging, Lunar Beauty LB. I tore it. I tore the paper. Ooh. There's another bubble wrap, a bubble bag. And here is the actual palette. That's the outer packaging. It's like a rose gold with gold lettering on it. On the back side, it says Lunar Beauty, Manny Mua. And then it says, I dedicate this palette to all my makeup lovers out there. We are all queens. My first experience in the makeup world was in drag, which is why drag has been such an important influence in my life and always will be. I know you'll have fun creating sickening looks with it. As much fun as I had creating it. Thank you all for the constant support. Life's a drag wouldn't be there without you. And let's take it out. Ooh. So that's supposed to be Manny's own eyes. This palette is humongous. And I almost feel like the diamonds or whatever he has, sorry my lighting isn't the most perfect one, they look like they glisten on their own. So they almost look like they are crystals. Pretty cool. I like that it is not fuzzy. And on the back side, it seems to have some nice holographic reflect on the packaging. And then we have Lunar Beauty, Life's a Drag, and then color palette written in rose gold. Let's open this up. I'm sorry, I'm looking at it for the first time with you guys. And there you go. Oh my god. It looks amazing. I still haven't looked at it. I'm looking at it in the viewfinder, but I haven't looked at it myself. Okay. This really looks just as beautiful as it looks in the viewfinder. It's very rare that that happens, because a lot of times, because the viewfinder or the camera is kind of doing some sort of color correction, the colors end up looking brighter than they are, but here they actually are very bright. It also has a very pretty mirror on it, and it says, be a queen. I like this mirror. When you are looking into the mirror, it looks like you're wearing those masquerade glasses or mask, like which only has like design around your eyes. That's pretty cool. So obviously this is going to be a full-on first impression. We are going to swatch these. We are going to try and create a look. And we are going to swatch all of these shadows one by one on my eyes, just like I usually do. So let's go. So let's do the swatches. Cake face. Sickening. Hunty. Hunty. What does Hunty stand for? I'm going to do all the neutrals first. Mug. Trade. And then Shady. Then we have the colors. So Campy, Pageant Queen, Kiki, Kai Kai, Snatched, and then Fishy. For some reason I thought Fishy was a shimmer, but it's not. And then we have two shimmers. Ooh, Beat and Legendary. I'm very surprised that these shades are still showing up on my skin because usually those kind of shades don't. This looks a little bit weak here. I would like to see what it would look like with a brush. All right, let's create a look. You also get a nice looking brush with this. Like, look at that. The quality looks pretty nice. It feels very sturdy. It is small, so I'll have to limit this to like more of the detail work. But I have a clean set of brushes here. Let me zoom you guys in. So I have my usual, the angled blender brush. And I have used the Makeup Revolution concealer today, and I have taken it over my lids along with my foundation. So I'm not going to use any shadow primer because honestly speaking, I don't think it will need any. So let's start with Sickening, and I'm going to put it all over my lids. Let's take Snatched. This is going to be kind of my, oh my god, wow. This thing is pigmented. What? I did not expect that. Okay. I really just barely dipped into this color. Like, honestly, I just did like that. This is how I should have applied it. Now it's all over my lid. So let's just match the two sides. Usually these kind of colors are hard to blend. If you have seen my ColourPop video when they first came out with their pressed pigment shadows, you will see me complain about a similar color because it gets patchy. This one so far is not patchy. I'm gonna take Kai Kai on a flat brush. So these shadows are doing something unusual. After I put them down, it's kind of easy to blend them. Okay, going back in Snatched, I'm gonna pack it on right there. Take another fluffy brush, I'm gonna take Sickening on it and blend the edges. Taking a pencil brush, the yellow, Campy. Wow, this bugger is showing up. I'm gonna go on the smudger side of the brush that came with the palette. Wow. Then I'm gonna take the shadow on my lower lash line right at the center and in my waterline as well. This shadow is freaking beautiful. This look would go so well with a sari. Now I'm gonna take a super flat brush, pick up Shady on it. I'm gonna use that to line my eyes. If you've been on my channel long enough, you guys know that this is my favorite way of lining my eyes. Okay, so I made some boo-boos here and here. I'm gonna correct that using Sickening. I'm gonna take Snatched on that angled brush again, and I'm gonna go in my outer corner. Smudging a little bit of Campy just over my crease, and it's kind of mixing with the previous colors I added there, and it's making orange, which is amazing. I'm gonna take Cake Face on the smudger end of this brush and go just under my brow bone. I'm going to add Beat using a teeny tiny brush. I'm gonna apply some mascara and I'll be right back. There you go. What do you guys think? I have a slight bit of fallout on my face right there. So, no, don't do that. Don't use your hands. I'm really, really liking how the shadows have just blended into each other. The shimmers, how it's still holding its place, but it's still kind of blended into the pink. Loving it. All right, so I hope you like the look. Let's talk a little bit about this palette. So it retails for $45, but you end up paying $6.50 or so on shipping. I think that's like a standard USPS shipping. And after paying the California tax, it came out to be about $54.50 for this palette. Let's call it 55 even. It comes with 14 shades, so that makes it about $3.92 per shadow. If you just consider the price of the palette, it comes out to be $3.21 or so per shadow. Not bad. You get 21 grams of product in it, and that would make it $2.14 per gram. Honestly speaking, that has no value in my books, because unless you're going to weigh your shadows every time you put it on yourself or someone, it really means nothing to me. But the pan sizes are pretty decent. This palette is much larger than usual. I love the golden interior. It's golden, looks like, you know, there's shimmer in it, but it's very like smooth to touch. So it's not gonna get dirty. It's going to be easy to keep it clean. I love the mirror that comes with it. I like the brush that comes with it. The brush is like a full size brush. Just to give you an example, this is a dual-sided brush from Eco Tools. This is the brush that you get in the palette, so it's pretty large and it's very comfortable to hold. If you have bigger hands and if you're a bigger person, it would be nice to hold in your hands as well. The shadows are very nicely pigmented. At the same time, they blend out easily. What I like the most so far is how well the shimmers and the mattes blend into each other, and how even the mattes blend into each other. Just to give you an idea of what I'm saying, this is Snatched, and then I'm gonna grab Campy, Pageant Queen, and Kai Kai. So can you see where the blended portion is? Now I'm gonna do the same thing with Kai Kai. You can see the Kai Kai is pink and it got darker. And then I'm gonna take Campy and go across. I don't know if you can see that it's kind of turning orange. Very rarely have I seen shadows blend that well. Look at that. Like it's making orange here after it mixes, which is pretty cool. Now let's get into the eye swatches, because you guys deserve to see how each of these shadows applies with a brush on the lid. There's not going to be any primer on my lid. I'm going to use an Honest Beauty wipe in between each application to wipe off the previous shadow, and then I'm going to dry my lid with a paper towel so that there's no wetness. I'm going to go from lightest to the darkest because these shadows are freaking pigmented. I'm using a fluffy brush. The first shadow I'm applying is Cake Face. And let's take a smudger brush. This is a Luxie brush that I got in my recent Ipsy bag. Now I'm taking Sickening. It's Cake Face. And Sickening. I think Cake Face will provide a nice base if you want to add the vibrant shadows on top of it. But I like how it looks on its own. I have rarely used a pure matte white shadow, and this is nice. Unde. This is a cool toned base color. If you are of lighter skin tone, this will be a nice cool tone crease shade as well. With this one, I almost feel like I don't even need to pack it on with the smudger brush, but let's do it anyways. Once packed on, these shadows are super opaque. I'm definitely getting some kickback in the pan, so make sure you go lightly. Campy. Campy is a vibrant yellow shade, but I don't know how it's going to show up on my skin tone because I have a yellow undertone, and usually these shadows just end up giving me some vibrancy and don't necessarily show up as yellow on me. Like someone will not walk up to me and say, "Ooh, nice yellow shadow." But let's pack it on with a flat brush and see what's going to happen. So we have Unde and Campy. Let's do Kai Kai. Let's go in with the flat brush. Snatched. This one I'm going very lightly based on my experience during the eyeshadow look. I don't know how I feel about this brush, the flat brush. To be honest, to me it feels a lot like the AOA Studio brushes. Maybe like more teensy bit softer, but the same quality. See how Kai Kai and Snatched. Now we are getting into this like really vibrant territory. Let's do Kiki. Now this shade I'm not so sure about. It's kind of difficult to show. Okay, let's see how it does with the flat brush. For Kiki, I definitely need a very kind of even, brighter eyeshadow primer underneath. Let's do Fishy. I'm really excited about this shade. Wow. This shade has a slight shine to it. It has a slight satin finish, you can say. Kiki does not. Kiki is pretty matte. There's slight fallout over here. I don't know if you guys can see. So I'm very tempted to spray this shade and see how it performs. But even just as the dry application, really not bad. Yep, Kiki gave me some fallout as well. So Kiki and Fishy. Let's do Pageant Queen. This is a very nice shadow. Even just used as like this sheer application, it's very pretty. I think this is a very nice shadow. It'll look very nice, you know, just with the shadow primer as a base. It'll look very nice. Because I feel like it's not getting patchy. It's a very difficult color to do. Purple in general. Holy fallout. Be careful. Let's do Mug. Mug is going to be a difficult shade to show up on my skin, I think. Or it's going to show up and it's going to be like the shade that allows me to do a smoky eye without going black. I think this is a nice shade, but unfortunately my under eye area needs to be nicely concealed. But anyways, we have Pageant Queen and Mug. Let's go into the shimmers before we go into the two darkest mattes. I'm going to start off with Beat. It picks up very nicely on the brush. This is so beautifully glittery, and yet it applies so easily, beautifully without a primer. This is like a one shadow look. You can just apply the shadow all over your lid and you're done. And then Legendary. Again, it's like beautifully glittery, but it still applies so quickly. So we have Beat and Legendary. Finally, the two darkest shadows in the pan. Trade Fallout, and finally the black. This is like Kajal, or as they call in the US, Kajal. It's not Kajal, you guys, it's Kajal. This was one pickup. Trade and Shady. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you find the swatches helpful. Let me know what you guys think about this palette. Manny has had his own set of dramas on YouTube, but with this palette, he has shown us that he knows his makeup. Respect. Congratulations, Manny. Thank you for creating this palette for all of us, and I wish you loads of success. Thank you again for watching, everyone. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.